Hey everyone, so I'm just going to get straight into the video. I'm starting off with the color MFEO in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using that as my starter transition color. And just for the sake of time, I went ahead and already did my foundation, concealer, and my brows. If you all would like to see a full tutorial on how I do all of those, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. I am then going to take the shade Pooter and add that into my crease using the same brush. Next, I'm going to be adding the shade Pukey into my crease. I'm going to continue using the same brush. I just use a little Kleenex napkin to clean off the colors that I had been using before. But just to darken up the crease a little bit before I add in my reds, I'm going to put in Pukey. I am then going to take the color Hunts and work that into my crease and up towards the brow bone. Finally, switching up my brush, I'm going to be taking the color Jax from the palette, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, the one that came with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm using the fluffy side to work that color in. Then using red ochre from the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to work that red more into the outer corners and a little bit in the crease. I just want to darken up the look a little bit more. Then taking a clean and fluffy brush from my BH Cosmetics brush kit, I am going to blend out any harsh lines and just make sure that all of this looks super blended. Okay, so instead of using concealer, I was trying to use some leftover primer that I had on my hands to cut my crease, and it was just not working out well. So then using my Shape Tape concealer, I decided to cut my crease a little bit better than what I was trying to work with before. I don't know why I was trying to do it. I was just like, I have extra products, so let me try and get rid of it, but that was definitely not the move. So I went ahead and skipped the rest of it, and I moved on to show you all that I'm taking the color Jax again from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm using a denser brush to apply that into my crease where I had cut it, just to make sure I have that color still. Using a super small flat eyeshadow brush, I am going to be taking the color Twerk and applying that on the lid. Just to make sure that it is packed on there, I am making sure that I get the outer corners, and then I'm going to take my little dense brush and apply the red color jacks in the crease and try to blend that all together. After I get that all situated, I'm going to take that blending brush that I used earlier, put some translucent powder on there, and I cleaned up any areas that seemed to have looked a little out of place, and then I tried to blend in the blue and the red without trying to make it look all muddy. Then taking a new eyeshadow brush, I'm going to apply the same color Twerk on my lash line in the very middle. I'm then going to take the ABH brush and apply the color Huns on the outer corners of my bottom lash line, and I'm going to work that underneath the blue and towards the inner corner rather than on top of the blue. I didn't want them to mix, otherwise it would look a little bit muddy and brown, and I wanted to avoid that. Now it is time to highlight. I'm going to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone, and I'm using the Amrezy Highlighter. Then it is time for mascara, so I'm curling my lashes using the Revlon eyelash curler, and then going in with the Maybeline Falsies mascara. So I'm going to be doing a winged liner using the Stila eyeliner. I forget which one it's called, but it's their pen version, just like the Kat Von D one. I got it for $11 at Ulta. They were having the 21 Days of Beauty, which ends, I believe, April 7th. So go ahead and check out Ulta.com to see what days of beauty deals you can catch. Just to add a little bit more pizzazz to the look, I added the NYX crystal liner onto the middle of the lid, and then using my Airspun translucent powder, I'm going to set my makeup. I just didn't get the chance to do it before. Then using my ABH Cream Contour Kit in the darkest color in the palette, I'm going to contour and add some depth to my face. I went ahead and prepared my lashes while I was contouring, so that way I didn't have to just be waiting for them to dry. I'm using the Vegas nail lashes. I forget which ones these are, but all the products that I'm using are going to be listed below. Then I'm going to be taking the Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick in Dolce and applying that to my lips. I am finishing up my lipstick. My lashes are ready to be worn, and I put them on using my hands. I don't really use a clamper or tweezer. It's just easier, in my opinion, to use my hand. I am then brushing off the excess translucent powder and applying the highlight to my cheekbones using the Amrezy Highlighter once again. This highlighter, you guys, is honestly amazing. Like, even in normal, like, indoor lighting, I am shining bright, you all. But anyways, I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones and my cupid's bow. I went back in with the contour because I felt like I just need a little bit more color. But you guys, this is the final look, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. And I will see you guys next time.